I'm not angry, so I'm not throwing an arrow currently, but I'm going to throw a future arrow at Cooper Gretsch. At Cooper Gretsch. Now, if that little fucker does not select Christian Petrarca in his team of the week, he's copping it from me. I may get myself finally blocked from him. You
Wait,
cannot leave. I'm not blocked. Luckily,
I am.
Yes. Petrarca, 20 disposals, 4 goals. If he doesn't name him on that half-forward flank, if he names him as an emergency on the bench, as a sub, whatever, he's a flog. Fuck him. He's getting arrowed. He'll get arrowed either way.
Cooper.
Let's go break some hearts!
All right, so I am going for a boy that played on Friday night. I'm going for a boy that was taken in the mid-season draft. This is my second mid-season draft nominee. I think you'll enjoy this one, Nate, but it is Caleb Poulter.
He plays for Collingwood. Oh, wait, sorry, he plays for the Dogs. I don't know which way he was kicking.
Oh, mate, to be fair, I leaned over to Shannon and said, he's so lucky he did that in the first, 10 minutes of the game, and everyone's going to mostly forget about it.
I will never forget this moment.
So, if you didn't see it, Connor, he ran the other way for a solid 20 to 30 meters.
Fuck.
And I was sitting there going, he's forgotten which team he's playing for, genuinely.
Oh, God.
So
Poor bastard.
Poor bastard. But we'll go into Caleb Poulter. He was a draft number 30 in the 2020 National Draft. He made his debut for Collingwood in round 7, 2021 versus the Gold Coast at the MCG. He was he delisted at the end of last year? Yeah,
Delisted end of last year, yep.
Yep, so delisted by Collingwood at the end of the 2022 season, so only played 12 games for the Pies in total, and kicked, I believe it was only 1 goal. Two goals, and has now moved over, basically got picked up by the Dogs in the mid-season draft. I wonder, does it have that written down? It doesn't actually have what pick was he in the mid-season draft? Anyone have that? I can't find it.
Well, he was pretty much the Dogs' pick, pretty much from their VFL side.
That's the one thing I can't find is what pick he was.
No,
Pick 10, the mid-season draft, and has now played 3 games for the Western Bulldogs, has kicked 2 goals for them, and Caleb Poulter, welcome to the Boys Club.
You remember this, pal? You're a boy in a man's world.
Drafted as a father-son pick at the Pies with pick 43 in the 2002 draft, which included Brendan Goddard, Daniel Wells, and Jared Brennan at the top 3. There's lots of candidates in this draft for the Hall of Fame, boys. You need to go through this draft. A lot of players disappeared. Debuting in 2004 against Essendon as a key forward, pinch-hitting ruckman, Cameron Cloke was mainly left to develop at Williamstown in his first season until shoulder injuries sadly called curtains on his Collingwood career. He was picked by Carlton with pick 9 in the 2006 pre-season draft. He moved to Princess Park and thrived in a second ruck role during Carlton's successful 2007 NAB Cup campaign. Again, his seasons then came premature with another shoulder injury. Upon returning in 2008, he often played as the Blues' first ruckman and flooding forward to provide marking options. Until 2009, when fellow Stephenson Warry Hall of Fame inductee Satanta O'Halpin punched and kicked Cameron Cloke during an intra-club match at Princess Park in pre-season. He did score 39 goals in 13 games for the Northern Bull Ants that season, only playing 10 for the Blues, and he was delisted at the end of that season. He was given one last chance by Port Adelaide, where he was picked with pick 41 in the pre-season draft for 2010. He only managed 1 game and spent the most of the season in the Sandford with the Magpies, and his career in AFL came to an end. His local footy career, though, he did manage to win 2 Div 1 flags for Bundoora and the NFL's Best and Fairest in 2013. He won another flag at Jacana in the EDFL in Div 2. Sadly, though, his career was cut short this year because he was coward punched by the captain of Baronia Football Club while playing for Templestowe before the match, and had to retire due to horrible concussion symptoms. Baronia captain was only given an 8-week ban for this instead of, I'd argue, before the match. It probably should have been a life ban from playing local footy. But Cloak, I'd argue Cloak's a true journeyman. Especially including his local footy career. So please welcome him to the Stephenson Warry Hall of Fame.
That was a good induction.
I put work in there.
The best Cloak.
Takeshita!
Have fun having no idea
I got
who
no
this
clue.
is, Connor.
I've seen it a few times. I'm just like, who is this bloke?
It's okay. Takeshita, our boy, he only appeared. Okay, so I believe he only appeared on Rampage this week.
No, he appeared on Dynamite and Rampage, but he did pretty much the same thing. He just showed up
I was going to say,
outside interference against the elite, and that was it.
he just showed up, kicked ass, and then left.
He didn't kick ass on Dynamite, and he didn't do jack shit on Rampage, but he just showed up because it's Takeshita. He needs to show up.
It's our boy, though. It's funny that I will say this. This is how unmemorable it was. I did forget he was on Dynamite. Completely forgot. I knew he was on Rampage, and I knew it was the same. It was the run-in, as we had sort of said. But yeah, not a big week for our boy. But damn, is he looking good in that leather jacket?
He is.
Damn, was it big, tall, and sexy?
It was everything.
Not too much to go on about this week. Just a couple of dirty blow-ins.
As long as he looks good in a leather jacket, though, that's all that matters, right?
That's all that matters with Takeshita. As long as he's looking good each week, and as long as he's on our TVs each week, and we're not asking where's Takeshita, we're happy. But that is Takeshita Watch.